Hi everybody, Sarah Bonner here. I wanted to continue our conversation on assessment in the language arts classroom, just because it doesn't look as traditional as something that you may have experienced in the past. I wanted to kind of give you an example of some things that you may not necessarily see because Skyward does not afford that, or possibly our online portfolios may not afford that. And I want to use our recent Socratic seminar that we had in class talking about learning and feedback and to kind of give you some examples of the ongoing tiers of support that are going on with our students right now. So I'm going to kind of peer over here a little bit and I want to give you a glimpse at individual work. As you see here, this is a reading guide that students filled out on engaging in 2 articles. They had to do some discussion and then reading analysis, and then they had some questions to prepare for in order to be prepared for the actual discussion seminar itself. So in some cases there, obviously there's individual work that needs to be accomplished so that feedback can start. Moving over here, you'll see that these are 2 pieces of peer-supported feedback. Throughout the seminar, students were engaged in observing a peer throughout their interactions and how much they interacted in the seminar, how they engaged in the conversation, used text evidence, things like that. And so there was peer-supported feedback that was given towards the end of the hour. And then teacher-supported feedback, we have some things called highlights and next steps. And what this is going to basically look like is that as I was observing the whole entire seminar, I'm going to give individual notes and celebrating some things that went really well and giving some next steps as we venture into our next Socratic seminar. These types of papers are feedback for our students. They go back into their portfolios that they keep in class. And this is also building upon their conversations that they have when they go to grade negotiate. But these aren't things that you necessarily see as parents, so I just kind of wanted to keep you in the loop and inform you of this. Equally, too, we wrote a blog this week, and you'll see that this is a half sheet. It's copied on both sides of the paper, or both halves of the paper. Students will be able to get this back from Miss Marks and myself insofar as giving feedback to the blog and how we can keep improving this. This isn't necessarily something that you would see either, as students may receive several of these as they are building to improve their blog. So I just kind of wanted to give you a real basic overview of some things that are happening in class that you may not necessarily see as a parent. And then also I'm going to, without making anybody seasick, I'm going to pan over and I'm going to show you the area in our room where we keep our folders. This area is our work in progress pieces. This is where online presence may not always be. These are the papers that students keep. Not only are they working on, but they keep papers from me throughout the quarter, throughout the year, that reflect their progress, performance, and participation. So again, just to reiterate, there's lots of things that are happening here insofar as peer-supported feedback and teacher-supported feedback that you may not necessarily see, but please know that you can definitely come in anytime, take a look at their folder, ask for the folder to be brought home. Feedback and support will always be there, as well as our online portfolios. Thanks for the support.